After a lightning strike, a thorough inspection of the electrical system is crucial to ensure safety and prevent future hazards. Here's a breakdown of focus areas and key steps to take during the inspection. Firstly, the service entrance equipment should be examined. This includes the main breaker, electrical panel, and all associated components. Look carefully for any signs of damage, such as burn marks, melted wires, or any other visible indications of electrical stress. Pay close attention to the condition of the breakers themselves, ensuring they haven't tripped or been damaged internally. Secondly, the grounding system needs to be inspected. This is a critical safety feature that helps to divert excess current in the event of a surge. Check the main grounding electrode connection for any signs of damage or corrosion, which could compromise its effectiveness. Also, inspect the grounding rods and other components of the grounding system, such as grounding wires and connections, to ensure they are properly installed and have continuity. Use a multimeter to test the grounding system's resistance to ensure it meets the required standards. A high resistance reading indicates a problem with the grounding system that needs to be addressed. Thirdly, the electrical wiring throughout the house should be inspected. Look for any exposed, charred, or melted wires, which are clear indicators of lightning damage. Check the insulation on the wires to ensure it hasn't been compromised. In some cases, the damage may be hidden behind walls or ceilings. An infrared camera can be used to detect hidden damage or hotspots, which could indicate a potential fire hazard. Fourthly, all appliances and electronics that were damaged during the lightning strike should be examined. Look for internal damage, burn marks, or other signs of electrical stress. Use a multimeter to test these items and verify their functionality and grounding. Check for any shorts or open circuits, which could indicate internal damage. If an appliance or electronic device is not functioning properly or shows signs of damage, it should be disconnected and repaired or replaced. Fifthly, lighting fixtures should be checked. Look for broken bulbs, damaged sockets, or burn marks. Also, ensure that the wiring to the fixtures is intact and not compromised. Pay close attention to the condition of the light fixture's grounding wire, as this is an important safety feature. If any damage is found, the fixture should be repaired or replaced. Sixthly, other susceptible components should be inspected. This includes surge protectors, timers, thermostats, and any other electrical devices that may have been affected by the lightning strike. Look for signs of overheating, damage, or failure. Test these components with a multimeter to ensure they are functioning properly. Surge protectors should be checked to ensure they haven't been damaged or overloaded. Timers and thermostats should be checked to ensure they are still functioning accurately. Seventhly, an exterior inspection should be conducted. Check the roof for any entry points where lightning may have struck. Examine chimneys, gutters, and downspouts for signs of damage or burn marks. Also, check any outdoor electrical equipment, such as lighting fixtures, outlets, and wiring for damage. Be sure to use appropriate safety precautions when working outdoors, such as wearing safety glasses and gloves. It is important to use personal protective equipment, including safety gloves and glasses, to protect yourself from electrical hazards. Also, disconnect the main power before starting the inspection. This will help to prevent electric shock and ensure your safety. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to collaborate with a qualified electrician to assess the damage and determine the extent of repairs. Document all findings and take photographs for insurance purposes. This will help to support your claim and ensure that you receive fair compensation for any damage. Additional things to note during the inspection. Firstly, check for trip circuit breakers. Lightning strikes can cause circuit breakers to trip, which can interrupt power to certain areas of the house. Reset any tripped breakers, but be aware that repeatedly tripped breakers could indicate a more serious problem. Secondly, inspect the electrical outlets and switches. Look for signs of damage, such as burn marks or cracks. Test the outlets with a receptacle tester to ensure they are properly wired and grounded. Thirdly, check the smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Lightning strikes can damage these devices, which are essential for safety. Test the detectors to ensure they are functioning properly and replace the batteries if necessary. Fourthly, inspect the telephone and cable lines. Lightning strikes can travel through these lines and damage connected equipment such as phones, computers, and televisions. Check the lines for damage and test the connected equipment to ensure it is functioning properly. Fifthly, check the well pump if applicable. Lightning strikes can damage well pumps, which can interrupt the water supply. Test the pump to ensure it is functioning properly and check the wiring for damage. Sixthly, inspect the septic system if applicable. Lightning strikes can damage septic systems, which can cause environmental hazards. Check the system for damage and ensure it is functioning properly. Seventhly, inspect the HVAC system. Lightning strikes can damage HVAC systems, which can affect the heating and cooling of the house. Check the system for damage and ensure it is functioning properly. It is important to remember that lightning damage can be complex and difficult to detect. A qualified electrician can help to assess the damage and determine the extent of repairs. The electrician can also ensure that the electrical system is safe and up to code. When selecting an electrician, be sure to choose one who is licensed and insured. Also, ask for references and check the electrician's online reviews. Once the inspection is complete, it is important to create a detailed report of all findings. This report should include photographs and descriptions of any damage. The report should be provided to the insurance company and used to guide the repair process. The repair process should be completed by a qualified electrician. The electrician should follow all applicable codes and standards to ensure that the electrical system is safe and up to code. Once the repairs are complete, the electrician should conduct a final inspection to ensure that all work has been done properly. The homeowner should also conduct a final inspection to ensure that they are satisfied with the repairs. By following these steps, you can ensure that the electrical system is safe and up to code after a lightning strike. Remember, safety is always the top priority. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to call a qualified electrician. Lightning strikes can be very dangerous and can cause significant damage to electrical systems. It is important to take the necessary steps to protect yourself and your property. One additional point is the importance of surge protection. Surge protectors can help to protect electronic devices from damage caused by lightning strikes. It is important to use surge protectors on all sensitive electronic devices, such as computers, televisions, and stereos. Surge protectors should be properly installed and grounded to be effective. Consider installing a whole house surge protector. This type of surge protector is installed at the main electrical panel and can protect the entire house from surges. Whole house surge protectors are more expensive than individual surge protectors, but they provide a high level of protection. When choosing surge protectors, look for models that are UL listed. This means that the surge protector has been tested and certified by Underwriters Laboratories, a reputable safety organization. Also, look for surge protectors with a high surge current rating. This rating indicates the amount of surge current that the surge protector can handle. A higher surge current rating is better. Finally, remember that surge protectors are not a guarantee against lightning damage. Lightning strikes can be very powerful and can still damage electronic devices, even with surge protection. However, surge protectors can significantly reduce the risk of damage. Therefore, it is important to take all necessary precautions to protect yourself and your property from lightning strikes. This includes inspecting the electrical system, using surge protectors, and taking shelter indoors during thunderstorms. Taking these steps can help to ensure your safety and prevent damage to your home. Remember also that proper grounding is critical for electrical safety, especially in areas prone to lightning strikes. Ensure that the grounding system is properly installed and maintained. Grounding helps to divert excess current safely into the earth, reducing the risk of electrical shock and damage to equipment. Regularly inspect the grounding connections for corrosion or damage and have them repaired or replaced as needed. When evaluating the grounding system, verify that the grounding electrode conductor is properly sized and connected to the grounding electrode. The size of the grounding electrode conductor is typically determined by the size of the service entrance conductors, as specified in the National Electrical Code, also known as NEC Table 250.66. The grounding electrode can be a ground rod, a metal underground water pipe, or a concrete encased electrode. The connection to the grounding electrode should be made with a listed connector or clamp. Another area of concern following a lightning strike is the potential for induced voltages on wiring. Even if the lightning does not directly strike the house, the electromagnetic field generated by the strike can induce voltages on nearby conductors. These induced voltages can be high enough to damage sensitive electronic equipment. Therefore, it is important to check all wiring and equipment for damage after a lightning strike. Look for signs of overheating, such as discolored insulation or melted connectors. Use a multimeter to test the voltage levels on different circuits to ensure they are within acceptable limits. If you find any abnormal voltages, consult with a qualified electrician to determine the cause and take corrective action. In addition to the electrical system, it is also important to inspect other systems that may be affected by a lightning strike, such as the plumbing and gas systems. Lightning can travel through these systems and cause damage. Check the plumbing pipes for leaks or cracks and the gas pipes for damage or gas leaks. If you find any damage, contact a qualified plumber or gas technician to make the necessary repairs. Finally, remember that safety is always the top priority when dealing with electricity. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to call a qualified electrician. Electricity can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary precautions to protect yourself from electrical shock. Always disconnect the power before working on any electrical equipment and use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses and gloves. By following these guidelines, you can safely inspect your electrical system for lightning damage and take the necessary steps to protect yourself and your property. Another aspect to consider is the coordination with the local utility company. If you suspect that your electrical system has been damaged by lightning, it is advisable to contact the utility company. They can inspect the service entrance and ensure that the power supply is safe before you begin your own inspection. The utility company may also be able to provide information about any power surges or voltage fluctuations that may have occurred during the lightning strike. This information can be helpful in determining the extent of the damage to your electrical system. Additionally, it is important to be aware of the potential for latent damage. Some electrical components may appear to be undamaged at first glance, but they may have been weakened by the lightning strike and could fail later. Therefore, it is important to carefully inspect all electrical components and to replace any components that are suspect. When replacing electrical components, use only high-quality components that are rated for the voltage and current of the circuit. Using substandard components can create a safety hazard. The NEC provides guidance on the selection and installation of electrical components. It is important to follow the NEC guidelines to ensure that the electrical system is safe and up to code. In addition to the visual inspection and electrical testing, it may also be helpful to use thermal imaging to detect hidden damage. Thermal imaging can detect temperature differences that may indicate overheating or other problems. A thermal imaging camera can be used to scan electrical panels, wiring, and equipment to identify areas that are hotter than normal. These hotspots may indicate loose connections, overloaded circuits, or other problems that could lead to a fire. If you detect any hotspots, consult with a qualified electrician to determine the cause and take corrective action. When inspecting the grounding system, pay close attention to the grounding electrode conductor. This conductor connects the grounding electrode to the electrical panel. The grounding electrode conductor should be properly sized and securely connected to both the grounding electrode and the electrical panel. The NEC specifies the minimum size of the grounding electrode conductor based on the size of the service entrance conductors. It is important to ensure that the grounding electrode conductor is not damaged or corroded. Corrosion can increase the resistance of the grounding conductor and reduce its effectiveness. If you find any damage or corrosion, replace the grounding electrode conductor with a new one of the correct size. When inspecting the electrical wiring, pay close attention to the insulation. The insulation protects the wires from short circuits and ground faults. The insulation should be intact and free from cracks, cuts, or abrasions. If you find any damaged insulation, repair or replace the wiring. It is also important to ensure that the wiring is properly supported and secured. Loose or unsupported wiring can be damaged by vibration or movement. Secure the wiring with cable ties, staples, or other approved methods. When inspecting the appliances and electronics, pay close attention to the power cords. The power cord should be intact and free from damage. The plugs should be securely attached to the cords and should not be loose or wobbly. If you find any damaged power cords or plugs, replace them with new ones. It is also important to ensure that the appliances and electronics are properly grounded. The grounding wire should be securely connected to the appliance or electronic device and to the electrical outlet. If you find any loose or disconnected grounding wires, reconnect them. One last consideration: the potential for transient voltage surges. Lightning strikes can create transient voltage surges that can damage electrical equipment. Transient voltage surges are short bursts of high voltage that can travel through the electrical system and damage sensitive electronic devices. Surge protectors can help to protect against transient voltage surges. Surge protectors should be installed at the main electrical panel and at each individual outlet where sensitive electronic devices are connected. Surge protectors should be properly grounded to be effective. Surge protectors should be replaced periodically as they can degrade over time. The lifespan of a surge protector depends on the number and severity of the surges it has experienced. It is important to monitor the surge protectors and replace them when they are no longer functioning properly. By taking these additional steps, you can further protect your electrical system from lightning damage and ensure the safety of your home.